Good morning to everybody. How you doing? Hope all's well. Keep up the beautiful work. Today is Friday, Rosh Chodesh Kislev. Kis Maleh Lev Sameach. Parashat Toledot Tavshin Pevav. Be'ezrat Hashem, everyone should have a successful month. Be'ezrat Hashem, a happy month, healthy month, everything good month. Those looking for bazras should find their bazra. Those who want children should have children. Those who need refuah shelemah should have refuah shelemah. And those who need a kis maleh and lev sameach, Yallah, Hashem should give it to them. We are in the holy words of the Pele Yoetz. We are in the letter Chet in the subject of Hozek. And we are on page Resh Lamed Gimal 233 in the Hebrew book, and in the Hebrew English Art Scroll Volume 2, we are on page 182. Aval Zot Torah Ta'adam Asher Hu Yehudi. The rabbi is discussing how there ain't no free lunch. You gotta put energy and enthusiasm into every single thing that you do. V'nafsho iveta liot oved Elokim. And you have to put energy to be able to know you have to serve the one above. Al kol davar asher yadashu avera. Whether it's refraining from something that's a sin and avera, or shezeo derech yishara, or it comes to doing the positive. Whether it's the sur mera or the aseh tov, you gotta put your energy into it. B'tachbulot yaseh melchama neged yitzro. And Hashem wants us to use the finagle the bagel style when it comes to trying to beat the Yetzer Hara. For example, as we say, I guess pun intended, if you're having trouble getting out of bed and you know your synagogue, just like ours, serves in wada, sambusak, string cheese, all of the above, waffles, pancakes, so that might help somebody to get out of bed. And we have to use those tactics against the Yetzer Hara. Het Hozek v'tametz berov oz. Believe it or not, we know positive thinking, even if it's fake, even if it's an imagination, if you start thinking positive things, it puts you in a good mood. And that's what the rabbi tells us to do. We should start thinking all kinds of things in our mind to get us pumped up to do what we're supposed to. La'amod al mishmar, lishmor v'lasod v'kayem kol davar, afilu ad mavet v'lo ya'avor. Until 120 years, Yallah will give you 180 because of the inflation. Until the last day, we should live and be well in our lives. It's always going to be a battle, and we always have to put this effort. Ki nevhar mavet mehayim kedei shelo la'avor al mitzvat malkenu elokenu melech ha'olam. And the rabbi says this is a must for us to do. It's incumbent on us because that's why we're here. And if a person goes against mitzvot in the Torah and they do sins, Shema Yisrael, what happens with something like that? You go against the King, the Creator of the heaven and earth. And every single day the Yetzer Hara gives us new tactics himself, and he tries to make all kinds of tachbulot, as they say. He tries to get us in trouble, and he comes up with new ideas. We also have to use every day. There's a new invention that has to be opposite another invention. For example, in the 80s, they had a radar in your car. I think it was called a Parrot, to see if the hubbis are following, if they're in the area, the police. And then it was the same company, so they made the police radar, and then they gave us our thing, and then they keep going back and forth, so you always have to buy. I guess today it's the iPhone, but lahavdil, that's how it is in serving the one above. Everything a person wants to do, he can do. When there's a will, there's a way. Person can't say, not my cup of tea. We could psych ourselves up to do anything. And after 180, with good health, a person can say, I have an excuse, I had the Yetzer Hara, because Hashem gave us excuses. However, He gave us also tachbulot, He gave us tactics, how we could beat the tiyeh tzara. Ve'im reshito mitzara harito yizgeh. Yes, it is rough, but we always know if it's rough over here, it's going to be blissful over there. Ki kol hatachalot kashot. Everything in the beginning is hard. Va'achar kishyargil kitzad zman yeh levavo nachon v'ne'eman. The rabbi says if you keep doing this, it will get easier. You'll be on automatic pilot. Some people, it's hard to go to shul in the mornings, and it's hard to go to minyan, but then they start going and it gets easier. And then it's the next test. Lahavdil, we're given a lot of examples from the 80s, but why did Hashem make Mike Tyson's Punch-Out in the first place? Why make videos? Because the first time you played, the first guy was impossible, but then he got easier. But then the second guy was hard, and then he got easier, and so on and so forth. That's what life is. We get a new test every day. However, it might be hard, but then we become professional. In order to check if a tire has air, you got to kick it, meaning to say Hashem is making us flex our muscles. We might not like it, but at the end of the day, we didn't like when our mothers and fathers held us down to put the medicine in our mouths as kids, but we knew it was the best thing for us, right? The harder it is, the more suffering, the more the reward is. That's a saying in our rabbis from our Chachamim and Pirkei Avot that we knew since we were little kids. The Mora had it up on the wall in the classrooms. Lefum tzara agra. According to the suffering is the reward. V'zeh klal gadol b'Torah. This is the greatest rule in serving the one above in the entire Torah. I hope everyone has the greatest day, the greatest month. Shabbat shalom, b'sorot tovot, yeshuot v'nehamot.